Field Cannon 96 N.A, or the field cannon of a new design. The gun combines the barrel of the earlier 7x7cm Field Cannon 96 with a recoil system, a new breech and a new cartridge. The existing FK96s were then upgraded over time. The FK96 N.A was shorter range but lighter than the French Canon D75 Model 1897 or the British Ordnance QF 18-pounder gun. The Germans placed a heavy premium on mobility, which served them well during the earlier stages of World War I and the battles of the frontier. However, once the front became static and filled with trench warfare, the greater rate of fire by the French gun and the heavier shells fired by the British gun put the Germans at a very big disadvantage. With most guns of the era, the Field Cannon 96 N.A had two seats for two crewmen mounted on a splinter shield. Guns were taken into service by Finland, Poland, Ottoman Empire, Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia, and among others in the Eastern and Central European theatres in 1919 and served until the 1930s, mostly the civil wars after Bolshevik Russia. Alright, we're going to run over some ammunition very quickly, starting with the Field Grenade 96 or the Field Grenade 96, a 6.8 kg or 15 lb high explosive shell filled with 0.19 kg or 0.45 lbs of TNT. The Field Cannon Grossenhausen or the Field Cannon Projectile 11, a 6.85 kg or 15.1 lb shell combining high explosives and shrapnel functions. It contained 294 or 10 grams of lead balls or 0.25 kilograms of lead balls or 55 lbs of TNT. The 6x8 kg or the 15 lb pure shrapnel shell filled with 300 lead bullets. Of course, there's the standard anti-tank shells after the tanks were introduced on the Somme, a smoke shell for covering an advancing barrage or assault, the star shell, which is kind of interesting, I've been reading up on it, but it's basically an illumination round which provides light for either you or the enemy. The enemy would either be distracted at the sudden source of light, or you would lose the light in pitch darkness to advance across no man's land, Baghdad, Benghazi, whatever. And of course the infamous gas shell for admitting gas. It mainly used the KZ 11 times fuse or the later LKZ 16 contact fuse. There were also some guns that preceded this and looked exactly like it and functioned exactly like the Field Cannon, and that was the 7x7cm Field Cannon 96, of course the predecessor. And there's weapons comparable to this with performance and of the era, and that would be the Ordnance BLC 15-pounder, the British equivalent with similar upgrades for the older gun in the 18-pounder. The 3-inch 1902 field gun, which was basically the US copy. Yeah, they have not learned from the Mauser issue. Wait, no, the Mauser issue will come up in 1905. So, they still got a way to go, but their first infringement on the copyright. But anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the FK Cannon 96. Not a lot of work put into it, of course, it's like 4 minutes. I might even just slap it on the table, call it a day. But I hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something. I might do one more quickly, just to make sure. I have like 2% of battery left. I'm now currently downloading Battlefield 5, so you'll see me marmot, you'll see me mess. I'll be back on in a minute. It says an hour and 30 minutes, so hopefully if I plug it in, it shouldn't take too long. And this video shouldn't be too long to render, so sticking up with the processor shouldn't be too long, but I hope you enjoyed. And I was supposed to do this yesterday, but I'm tired as balls now anyway, so yeah. Hopefully I go sleep at 9 o'clock on the dot. But of course, you're tired all day, but as you get home, you want to go to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning. Yep, that's how it works. But anyway guys, hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something. We'll try and do some shorts or some, just get a couple of stuff. Yep, battery saver mode. We get a couple of stuff out every week when my grandmother's working late week, giving me enough time, just enough time to do like a little 4-minute, 5-minute thing. Let's keep the ball rolling. Let's see what we're doing, especially with obscure weapons or cannons. But for sure, Saturdays would be Minority Report, big battles, the top 10, well not top 10s, but the actual series. So I'm thinking about a battle this weekend. I might have to get snacks though, but pretty sure we can do something this weekend. But it's going to be short, but not too short. Tomorrow is Thursday. Let's do the Ukrainian, the Battle of the Crimea, before Crimea became cool in 2014. Controversial, but Russia is not the first time Russia invaded Crimea, so, well, that's the Socialist Soviet Republic, but I mean, it's still Russia. The landmass is still Russia. No matter the country, czar, or prime minister or president, Russia is always Russia. Remember, all Russian. Anyway, guys, learn something. Oh boy, Call of Duty jokes. Call of Duty is gonna be back in fashion. They lived long enough to become the villain, to become the anti-hero, and now they're back on top. So, if you do something bad, just remember, in like 50 years, you'll be remembered as the hero. But times change, and they're finally listening to the people, or their stocks have gotten so low that it's time to go back to Modern Warfare, retread some more ground. But anyway, guys, seriously, learn something.